let's talk about a movie, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Fowl. I am a fan of the Wallace and Gromit movies. I think they are hysterical. The claymation from the animation studio is top notch. I've always loved their claymation stuff. There's it has gotten these movies have gotten better. I don't know if I can say this is the best of the Wallace and Gromit films, but the commentary that is made in this movie with regard to technology making things easier in your life, which leads to a double-edged sword. The this is hilarious. The epic nature. I mean, there's an action scene on a train that is insane. That just is like right out of a big budget action movie.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah. It's like a Mission Impossible with clay. I mean, I know the stuff is enhanced with computer stuff, computer CGI, but wow, I loved it. I was fortunate to see it in a theater. It's out, I believe, today or in a couple days.
I believe it's out today on Netflix.
Yeah, and cannot recommend enough. Probably one of my top in terms of animation, one of my top of the year.
Yeah, it's funny. You're right. It's not my favorite Wallace and Gromit movie, but it is to me the best animated film of 2024.
Yeah. This along with Wild Robot, but I can't rave about it enough. It's so clever, and much of it comes from like there's no dialogue.
No, there is.
Well, there are scenes or characters that do not speak dialogue. There are characters that no dialogue is spoken.
That's true.
The Fowl referenced in the title doesn't speak a word, but expresses so much. So it has almost a silent movie-like quality for some of the comedy. Mm-hmm. So I love it. It was delightful. It was not a boring moment. Loved it from beginning to end. Had a great time. Alan?
Yeah, I agree. I brought my daughter to see it as well. And look, laughing out loud in a movie has been very rare these last few years. And this movie made me laugh out loud. Feathers McGraw. This is from The Wrong Trousers. It's kind of a sequel to that. In terms of there's dialogue, it's Wallace, and it's also the AI robot he creates called Norbot, a smart gnome as it is. And it's just it holds true to the conceit of the original series. It's where Wallace is this prolific inventor who, left to his own devices, would have killed himself long ago. And his dog Gromit is there to, in the background, protect him and save his life. And I agree. This movie has an epic nature to it. The vastness of this train sequence is incredible. There's also tension. Wallace and Gromit kind of have a falling out midway through the movie, and to kind of see that play out. So there's just compared to like the shorts that come out of Wallace and Gromit, this one really has a heartfelt story behind it. And Feathers McGraw here is the things he does is hilarious. Just the evilness, the contrast of a penguin disguised as a rooster. It's just so clever the way they play it off. Highly recommended.
Yeah, and I'm saying there are they're characters that do not speak, and sequences where you can't be on your phone and watch this. You have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Because there are sequences with no dialogue where a lot happens. You need to pay attention. So I appreciate it for that.
Yeah, one thing that I connected with was, at the beginning of the film has Wallace creating a smart gnome. It's a AI robot called Norbot, and he programs it to help Gromit with his garden. Right. Recently, my garden has been invaded by a mouse, and everything I've planted so far has been destroyed by this mouse. And it just reminds me what Norbot does to Gromit's garden.
Well, do yourself a favor. It's on Netflix now, and I loved it.
Yeah, and grab the kids. Watch it with the kids.